Good Thursday morning. This is Nani. Um, it is a very cold day outside. We have a little bit of snow. It's been about 10 degrees above zero. And so I thought today I would come and share a memory that I had as a child. If anybody wants to join me to do this tag, I would love to have you do a tag on your channel or comment down below as to what a memory of yours was. I have the book here. It's called Reflections from a Mother's Heart. And I found a really good question here, a really good topic that we could talk about, or if you felt like doing that. And I kind of know, I know what I want to share. And the question is, what scent or sound immediately takes you back to childhood? Describe the feeling it evokes. So if you have remember of a sight or sound, a scent or sound that you remember as a child that that brings back memories, whenever you hear it, I would love to hear what you have to say. I love, these videos are a lot of fun because we get to talk about memories and all sorts of different things, even though it's about our dolls. Sorry, I'm a little tongue twisted today. I don't know why I am. So I thought I would dress little Daisy. She's wearing the cutest little pajama right now, sleeper, and with a little puppy dog, and she's a Daisy sculpt. If you're new to my channel, I created her and using air dry paints, and I think she turned out really sweet. She's very, very modeled. Maybe a little less modeling would have been good too, but some babies are born with a lot of modeling and veining and that, so I think she turned out really sweet. I love her sweet expression and her lips and even her little hands. She has open hands and she's got very long fingers, so she could be a piano player when she grows up. So I thought I would dress her and change her, and while I change her, we can chat a little bit, and I'll share my memory of a childhood memory that I have. Let me check that I'm on. Yeah, I'll turn on the light. Maybe it'll be a little brighter. I'm not sure. There we go. I think that's a little better. We have kind of an overcast day today, so the sun isn't really shining. But this is little Daisy. And I also I decided I'd bring Charlie here to show you. I just changed him yesterday, and he's got a pacifier in his sweet mouth. Look at that. I love that little outfit with the dinosaurs. And he's the Lane Sculpt by Bountiful Baby, and I reborn him quite a while ago, maybe 3 years ago. And I just love his little face and his lips. And I love open-eyed babies, but I also love closed-eyed babies. They look very peaceful. So little Charlie's gonna sit here or sleep while I talk, and I'll make sure I put his pacifier in his mouth so he doesn't cry. Right, Charlie? We don't want to cry. So I was going to do my tag, and I'd love to have you do one too. I thought for those of us who live in very cold climates, it's kind of nice sometimes to imagine being somewhere during the summertime, So I thought this would be very appropriate. As you know, my tag is going to be taking place in the summer when it's nice and warm. And that's why I have this home companion photo of these two little boys, and they're playing in the sand. Look at that, building sand castles, and I love that with all the sand toys. And that brings back memories of summertime. But, and I'm sure all of you have good memories of summers that you had that you can share. But anyway, I'll go over my question again so we remember what the question is. What scent or sound immediately takes you back to childhood? Describe the feeling it evokes. So I lived in South America. I mean, I was born and lived down there for about 12 years. And we lived in we were considered a middle class family. Lived in a really beautiful neighborhood, pretty neighborhood. And down, maybe a mile or two down, there was a country club. And I always wished that we would have been able to join the club and go swimming. They had a really neat swimming pool. And but it was very expensive, and my parents had to raise 4 children and that, so joining a very elite country club would have cost a lot of money. So we, as children, we never really got to go swimming a whole lot. They did not have public pools down there, and so we never learned how to swim. And so we, the best we could do was have like a baby pool in the back of our yard, yard where we could go swimming. I mean, you can't really swim in like a little pool in that, but we'd jump in and just kind of splash and just enjoy that. So for us, swimming just was not an option, and so when we moved up here to the United States in 1975, we lived with my grandpa and my grandma for a couple years, 2 or 3 years, and my grandpa's dream was always that we should learn how to swim. He really felt that was really important, that we learn how to swim, because he thought if we were ever in the water and we ended up falling in, it's good to know what to do, how to float and that kind of a thing. So I have 2 brothers and a sister, and so when we came here during the summers, we would go to the swimming pool. We discovered that there was a public pool, and we were just so thrilled to be able to go swimming in a public pool. And I think it only costs 25 cents per child or per person. And we thought that was just the neatest thing, that you could just walk down to a swimming pool and go swimming. So my grandpa very graciously offered to take us, because he really wanted us to learn how to swim. And he must have been in his early 60s at the time. He was retired, or maybe mid-60s. And, oops, little Daisy, this is kind of a tight top. Yeah, I've got to put this on. I know it looks like a summery outfit, but I thought, well, since I'm talking about summer, I thought, well, we'll put a little summery outfit on little Daisy. So anyway, so my grandpa really wanted us to learn how to swim. We just had never learned, and so every afternoon or whenever he had a day off, actually, he was retired by then, so we could go swimming every day if we wanted to, every afternoon during the summer. The pool opened in early June and it closed in August. And so we'd go down and, we'd get into the van. We had a Ford van. And we'd go down there and pay our 25 cents. And, I always thought the public pool was such a friendly, good place for children to go. Kids could socialize. adults could feel, it'd be kind of a nice break for parents. The lifeguards were there, so, my mom felt that we were in a very safe place to learn how to swim. And, having the lifeguards there made it really safe. So we'd get ready, and then my grandpa, when we got in the pool, he would show us how to do the basic strokes, like the front crawl, the backstroke, the front crawl. He taught us how to paddle with, how to move our arms up and down when you're in the water to keep afloat, how to kick your feet, just very basic things. And when you've never swam in your life, it's a very scary feeling. I remember my grandfather teaching us how to, trying to get us to float on our back. And I was really scared, like there's no way I'm going to be able to float on my back. I'm just going to sink to the bottom of the pool and that. But he was very encouraging, and he felt it just was super important, really important that we knew how to swim. And he really took the time with us. I must have been like 11 or 12, and my other brother I have a twin brother, and then my other brother was like 11, and my sister was 9 or 10. So we would still, imagine not having ever had the opportunity to go swimming, and it was a real treat for us. And so whenever I hear kids splashing, like in the summertime, I walk a lot, and there's a swimming pool really close to our house. And whenever I hear children playing in the swimming pool, it brings back those wonderful memories of when I was a child, and my grandfather would take us down to the pool, to the public pool, and I think to myself, how wonderful it is that these children get to do the same thing, have the same opportunity that we had. And I know this last summer was very different. The pools were closed, so we hope that they're going to be open again. But just the splashing of the water, kids laughing and having fun in the pool really brought back those wonderful memories. And I thank my grandpa for having taught us how to swim. Whenever we go on a lake, or I go canoeing with my husband, I think to myself, it is a good thing that I know how to swim. I'm very thankful for that. And my grandpa just gave us that trust, we trusted him that he was going to teach us. And so I'm really glad to this day that we learned how to swim. And even when my children were before they entered first grade, I made sure that they took swimming lessons so that they would learn how to swim, because I felt it was really important. So if you have any grandchildren out there, or even children, I think swimming is such an important skill that kids should know, and it doesn't take a lot, just to teach them how to float on their back or feel comfortable in the water. I think it's a really good skill that children should have. So I thought I would share that. Please share down below a memory that you have, or maybe a smell, something that comes up that brings back childhood memories, or a sound that you might hear that brings memories to you. And you can either do a tag with it, or you can comment down below. I would love to hear what you have to say. And thank you so much. I appreciate your comments from my last video. We all want a kind community, and people from all different backgrounds and that, and I really felt that I had to make a video, and I appreciate those who commented. And yeah, I just wanted to just come on. Oh, and look at little Charlie's still sleeping, but he's gonna be waking up pretty soon. He's such a sweet boy. Little Charlie. I bought this little sweater at a thrift store, or it's kind of like a top with side snaps, and I just fell in love with that little sweater or little top. And I'm hoping to find more newborn clothes. I have a few things, but I want to go out shopping and find some other little newborn things that I can put on my babies. So, and I'll put your little pacifier in. Yeah, it's a magnetized passy, so it works out really good for our babies, our reborns. And so I'll let little Charlie fall asleep. He's such a sweet boy. There. And I'll show you a little bit of the scenery outside, so you get to see what kind of weather we're having. Yeah, I love this photo of Mary Engelbreit comes out with some really neat pictures. I just love them, and I thought I would feature that. So thank you for joining me, and I'll show you outside a little bit so you can see what the weather is like. It's kind of snowy. Whoops. Oh boy, look at all that snow we have. And there's frost on the windows, so it's pretty cold. We've had temperatures in the teens, or like 10 above zero. We sure haven't gotten a lot of snow though. We need some more snow for the skiers. And my daughter and son gave me this little thing that says, "Mom, you brighten each day in a special way." So I have that hanging there. And let's see what else. Oh, there's a picture of me and my daughter. Oops, except it's kind of dark. That's when my daughter was just a newborn baby. I love that photo. Oops, sorry about that. And sometime I'll show my other dollies that I have. I like collecting all kinds of dolls. I have some little ones down there. And so I want to thank everybody. Sorry, I hope I'm not making you too dizzy. And yeah, so please join in and do a tag or comment down below. And I appreciate all your comments. And I wish everybody a wonderful weekend. So take care. Hugs to everybody. Bye-bye.